Hey you guys, good morning. I'm out of school today, at least for this morning. I should be back probably by the end of this class period if everything goes well. But I wanted to make a quick video to explain to you what's expected of you today. So I'm going to show you in the agenda and then take you through a couple of those activities so that everything's straightforward and easy for you. So the first thing that's here, it says continue Skills-Builder Prologue. So I'm actually making this video before I see you on Monday. So I'm hoping that this is a continuation of what we started yesterday. However, it might be the first time you're seeing it, which is okay too. So clicking this link takes you to this buzz screen, which gives you another link, which will take you to a Google Doc. We'll wait for that to load up. So I'm going to take you through this step by step just because I want to be sure that you understand each part of the instructions. So obviously you're going to file, make a copy of that guy, and wait for that to load up. Okay, so this is intended to help you really understand the prologue of Romeo and Juliet. So it gives you definition of prologue here, an introductory speech, often in verse, which calls attention to the theme of the play. And then it gives you a little bit of an activity here. So as you read this right here is the prologue. You're going to go through and in purple, you're going to highlight several words that you think have a positive connotation. They make you feel good. And you're going to highlight those in purple. The way that you highlight, in case you don't know, as you come on up here, choose the highlighting feature, choose your color. Okay, and then when you just do a normal, I'll just show you. So let's say that we don't like, we're looking for positive connotation. Well, dignity is pretty positive. So if I do that, I come here, highlight purple, it's going to leave that purple for you. Okay, and then you're going to find ones that have a negative connotation, and you're going to do those in red. I encourage you to actually look through and find as many as you can on each side. Don't look for an even amount necessarily. Okay, don't say like, I'm going to find 3 of each and then I'm going to stop. Really look through and see how many you can find on each side, because when you come down here, then it says for you to look at the highlighted prologue. So look at your red and your purples. Based on the colors you see and the connotations they represent, what conclusion can you draw about this play? So based on if you're seeing more positive than negative or more negative than positive, you might be able to draw a pretty decent conclusion. Remember, a conclusion is a new idea, something that's not told to you directly or that I haven't said directly. So a sentence or two there is basically, it's a guess about what kind of play it's going to be based on what you saw in the connotations. Okay, and then what happens is we start to break down those lines. So I give you each line or a couple lines again, and then down here I kind of give you half of a modern day translation of it. You can actually count these little blanks, these little dashes, and if you really can read my mind, you'll be able to guess the word I was thinking of. But that's not really necessary. So for instance, 2 households, both alike in dignities. Well, really what I mean is 2 families, and if you counted out those dashes, you should get the same amount of letters as you would have in families. However, if you were to say like 2 groups of people or 2 old families, that would still be okay because the meaning is the same. I just thought to myself, well, if I can give hints with blanks, that might be fun too. So however you choose to do it, as long as you're showing me that you understand the meaning of the line, I'm going to be happy with that. So you kind of go through. Anytime that you see a blue link, it means it's a live link that'll take you somewhere hopefully kind of cool, I suppose. So like this is a map of Verona, and it kind of gives you some things to look at there that'll help your understanding. And so you'll be able to kind of move from there. So you're going to work your way through this, trying to prove to yourself and to me and to work through puzzling of what do these things really mean. Sometimes I tried to use those highlighting to kind of give you the connotation of words that maybe you don't know. You're always welcome to look words up if you need to. So you're working your way through these again. I would say if there's something that you can't figure out and nobody in your group can figure it out and the sub can't help you, Mrs. Kostoff can't help you, if you highlight that in yellow, that'll be fine, and we'll be sure to go back through it. Oh, I needed to sneeze and I lost it. Okay, so down here there's a little something complicated because you see I have the word continuance here. It's a live link to a dictionary definitions of the word, and I also highlighted it half in purple and half in red because depending on how you read this, you can choose a definition that might be a positive connotation or you can choose one that might be negative, and it'll change sort of the way that you read this set of lines. So down here I've got this super cool kid genius question that I'd like you to answer, and that's how you sort of figure it out, is by looking at the definitions and then determining which of the connotations. Do you think that word is supposed to be the positive definition of continuance, or do you think it's supposed to be a negative definition, and how does that impact you? And so then you get down here, and this link, this one on the left, is like just a video with kind of a visual representation of the prologue and also an audio. And then this one, the one on the right, if you're going to only watch one, I would want it to be this one. Basically, it's a woman teaching the prologue, but I think she does it really well, and she's interesting to listen to and to look at. So I am mandating that you watch this one, and after you watch, you just tell me 3 things that you gained, that you intend to remember. Basically, 3 things that you understand better after watching the video. So that's the first activity, and when you are done then, you will come back here, show the Dropbox, throw in the shareable link for me into the comments section, and submit it to show me that you've done it and you've demonstrated those skills. And then you'll come down here to this second skills builder. I'm going to make a second video because I think having video instructions for this for the future, not attached to me being gone or this other prologue activity, are going to be useful. So what you'll need to do is ask the sub or Mrs. Kostoff for the salmon colored sheets of paper. And once you get those, then I'll have another video for you, which will explain what to do with them. Okay, so thank you for doing that first skills builder, and then now raise your hand, politely ask for those salmon colored sheets, please.